this is a kind of a necessary evil or a necessary thing that
God,
I think
what is
it's. They ask, how did life after high school affect your friendships with the people from your class?
You don't see them.
Were you able to maintain them, or did you just drift apart?
You drift apart, man. Look,
yeah,
there's something. Look, as an adult, I've realized my circle is very small. And I know that I have sometimes done it to myself, but a lot of times it's just life. And what I mean is that there's that whole real statistic that statistically speaking, you lose a friend every 7 years.
Okay.
Or it's something like that. And that's the truth. Jake and I do not talk. Mm-hmm. We didn't have a falling out. We didn't have a this or that. He lives in another state. He doesn't get on social media that much. We don't text a whole lot. I've gotten new phones and phone numbers. We were fucking joined at the hip. That was the whole thing. I lived with him and his family before I moved in with my girlfriend's parents when in high school.
Yeah.
We were two peas in a pod, like peas and carrots, but I have not spoke to him, texted him, seen anything online in 5 years.
Yeah.
And before that, we talked for probably 3 days. And then it was 5 years before that. There are just things that happen in life. I have probably, one of my other really good friends, Brad McCurdy, lives 4 streets that way.
Yeah.
And I don't mean it like this. I don't have time. Yeah, I could text and I could do it, but to hang out with them, it's impossible anymore. We all have lives.
Yeah. He's
got a wife that had, a stroke. I mean, not everybody has a scenario, but a wife that had a stroke. He does have a kid. He works full time. There's just so much that goes on in even just his day-to-day life. Then you throw mine in there, trying to meet up. Fucking impossible. Mm-hmm. It's fucking impossible. As a grown-up, I guess you could say, you have to learn to know that you are going to not be as social as you think. And what I mean is that you might have a lot of your friends be an acquaintance now. Jason Young, a couple other buddies that we are kind of still really good friends in text. I still don't hang out with them.
Right. You stay connected in other ways.
Correct.
Yeah.
But it's the fact I might have 4 or 5 people in my life that are kind of directly that I would be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go hang out with that person. And even at that, it's not very often.
Yeah.
I have children. I have a girlfriend. I have a YouTube channel. I do work. And then I have this, and then I have my own downtime.
Yeah.
When you hit I feel around 25, I think you kind of get to that point in your life where you have just a couple of friends and that's it. You either A, still party all the time, or B, now you're kind of focused on your life. Because you either have children or maybe have a career or both or whatever it is. Maybe you're getting married and you want to have kids. Everything kind of shifts. You shift in this way or you shift into party mode and become kind of, sorry guys, but a drunk alcoholic, whatever it is, addicted to whatever it is you're still just doing in life.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's much of an in between. I say much because sometimes it does work. But what I mean is that your friends and everything that you used to have don't matter anymore. That sounds shitty, but it's because you're so focused on your partner, your career, your this and that. Our mother lives right up the street. Do you know how often I text her? Very little. Mm-hmm. Yep, she was on the show. That's the most I've interacted with her in probably a month.
Yeah.
I have my own life. She understands that. Yeah. She watches my daughter every other weekend for one day when I go to work. I still don't interact with her that much because I leave and then I have to go take care of my kid.
Got to be a dad.
I got to be a dad.
Yeah.
She's not mad at me. This is what we do now.
Yeah.
It's sad, but true. Just when you're friends because you're at school 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
For 12 fucking years. Of course you're friends.
Right. If you are even lucky to be able to be with the same people for that long amount of time.
But then you can argue the fact that that's the whole thing where it's like, I have my work husband, very, very beautiful gay black man, Z, that works at Best Buy. But it's just the fact of, joking aside, but like all of my friends at work, I see them the most because I'm there all day long. Those are the people that know probably more about me than most of my actual friends anymore.
Sure.
Because they're the ones that are around me constantly. They know more about my YouTube. They know more about my daughter and my thing that I'm going through with that, like than anybody else that I grew up with. Mm-hmm. Because that's who I interact with now, because I have to.